Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to another episode of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. This one is one of the, I think, part of the videos, or rather, the press conference that are granted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, led by Aloy Ejimakor, who they said he is the lead counsel to that very particular team. Well, without not taking much of your time or much ado, I would like us to listen to him very attentively. Then after that, we come back here for more discussion because I don't want to be taking your time. I'm always now trying to hit the nail on the head. Are you getting my point now? So please, make sure that this video goes viral. Don't forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always be visited. The visitation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu weekly took place yesterday. And as part of the broad, or what will I call it? Because the visitation is supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so it took place yesterday. So you are going to hear from the horse's mouth now, and I don't want to waste much of your time. Let's listen to Aloy Ejimakor and his team of lawyers.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen of the press, what I said and what my two colleagues have said can be summarized as follows. One, recall that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case was commenced almost over 9 years ago when he was first arrested in Lagos. Recall also that he was then charged with offenses relating to his broadcast on Radio Biafra from his location in London. You can imagine what it means for someone to be on an endless trial that never really happens for almost 10 years and being detained without conviction for 18 months, initially from 2015 to 2017, and again for over 3.5 years from 2021 to the present day. This alone is a gross injustice of its unique kind. Two, it's also to be recalled that after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was freed on bail, Nigeria's army levied these lethal attacks against him that drove him into exile, involuntary exile, from which he was also renditioned in 2021. And recall the decision made in 2018 by the African Union that everything that has happened to the IPOB from 2017 to that very date, and of course much worse happened after. Recall that those things were declared illegal and unlawful and as having violated the African Charter at a continental scale. Now, also, the same action, in particular the proscription of IPOB in 2017, provoked or triggered the rush of litigation that eventually culminated in the ruling of the High Court of Enugu State, declaring that such actions by the federal government of Nigeria against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB are unconstitutional. So the question to ask is this: why is it that the IPOB, being of Igbo stock, it is not us as legal team making allegations? We have rulings of the international community. In the same vein, we have rulings of municipal courts in Nigeria indicating that what is happening to IPOB is nothing more than an ethnic-driven persecution. 3. Now, having survived the lethal attacks and having survived this many years in enforced exile, and having undergone all these tribulations and travails, and having been renditioned, these actions, this very action of the federal government of renditioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu triggered the international legal order. In July 2022, The United Nations Human Rights Council came down with a gavel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned, and that it was a violation of all canons of international law to which Nigeria is subject, and it recommended a generous compensation to be paid to him and cessation of his prosecution. That was ignored by the federal government. 4. It is noteworthy that on 29th June 2021, as indicated before, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arraigned, well, you can say produced in court, albeit secretly, through the back door, and presented before Honorable Justice Binta Morizala Nyako, who was aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had cancelled a record. The prosecution was aware Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had cancelled a record, not us, his former lawyers. And the DSS was aware of the information of his cancelled record. Everything was on file. Yet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or the court, conducted hearing over the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and remanded him to DSS custody without notice to his counsel, not to talk of presence of his counsel. This is a flagrant violation of Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution. 5. When you fast forward to October 2022, when the Court of Appeal discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was also a judgment issuing from the Federal High Court sitting in Umuahia, which had declared his rendition from Kenya as unconstitutional. It didn't stop there. It went as far as declaring his continued detention in Abuja as unconstitutional.
So this is update. The legal team just excited according to their visitation with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the discussion centered mostly on their media meet of yesterday, which is Friday. Below is one of the official videos to come, and more videos also is going to arise from this very particular matter. To me, what I understood here is that just also try to remember, or rather remind the general public and also the world at large that Nnamdi Kanu is still being incarcerated. I don't know the kind of what do they call it, the kind of narrative they are being paraded out there before the international community, because if they said they are not aware of this, then it means they are not telling the people the truth. But anyway, let us just go straight to the comment section to know what our people think concerning this matter. According to Alliance of Biafra Americans, saying, I like the last paragraph. Freedom cannot be detained. Truth cannot be silenced. History remember those who stood for justice. Anyway, there's a little clip here that I would like us to listen to, and I would also like you to do what? To pay just small attention as we galvanize all these things.
On behalf of the legal team of the leader of the proscribed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, lead counsel.
I stopped playing the voice because of that nonsense, idiotic TVC presenter said prescribe. Who prescribed IPOB? You prescribe an organization as a terrorist only within your circle. Ndara. Biafra Demiro said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never rendition but was unjustly kidnapped from Kenya. Forcefully rendition, my brother. Sifia said, I don't like listening to you anymore because you don't know what you are doing. Rubbish. Godswill Chibike said, full video please, sir. But I have few questions to ask. You have clearly pointed out all the injustices and violations by the court and Nigerian government. My question is, should we still believe in same court that you have explained being biased? Which way forward? If not, bearing arms. Okay, which way forward if not bearing arms? Asmin said Fulani did not rig election for Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Never. If peace returns to Southeast, what will APC use in distracting their Yoruba and Fulani supporters? Sorry to say, Nnamdi Kanu is not coming out under any successive APC regime. Well, exactly what I said the other day. Aja Elvi said, you are so interested in just media, social media and press, None of this is keeping him there. Lobbying is what is needed, not noise. On prejudice said, where is a Professor Mike Ozekome, SAN? That is the question. Osai Solomon, so Aloy, you call that attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his father's house a little attack. That is why sometimes some people doubt the integrity of this so-called lawyer. Obi Andrew said, Tinubu want to release a Biafra leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he was told by some Igbo politicians if he tried that, they will tell the whole world the hidden secret of APC political party, both the past and the present, which is very dirty. Onyekati said, Igbo elite are quiet and their brother has spent 3 years in illegal detention and all of them are busy going from one party to the other. Reese Easton said, Lowe's, this is one of the fiasted on press conference instead of the legal framework to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. According to Alek Chukwu Kasi Sylvester, say God Almighty will continue to bless and strengthen you, all the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and may God Almighty bless and strengthen, protect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Victory must be achieved. N'aha Chukwu Okeabiama, onye pụrụ ihe niile ise. Don't you think that this is a part of the things that made Donald Trump never invite the so-called Tinubu to his inauguration? And besides, he's not even needed there because he's not going there for anything. Frank Onyebuchi said, Dear Barrister Aloy, please kindly post the complete videos so we on media could have enough time to analyze the video and then present it to the world in the nutshell. Or you can as well share it to me via my WhatsApp number, +2 something something. Thanks and be blessed. Okay? Ifeanyi said, what's so special about the conference? Do your work as a lawyer and leave internet alone. No freedom for terrorists, according to Kone. Matthias Ponta said, Buhari shot himself on the foot by bringing this man into the country. In his way, Kenyan governments have come out to state clearly that they are not where his arrest. They are not aware of his arrest. This is best described as state kidnapping in another man's soil. Wow, very strong word. Simon Ekpa, the legendary, said that the Fulani Asorok terrorist controlled evil entity called Nigeria government is indeed a very big threat and disaster to humanity and must be dismantled completely. But Abia Mila, anyway, Kamsi said they levied these little attacks on him. Aloy, what exactly did you mean there? What exactly are you trying to do? Attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said it's a little attack. Igando said, upon all these killings, evil conspiracies and agenda Islamic terrorists and discriminations, etc. in Nigeria against the Biafrans, race, indigenous people, what have Biafrans done unforgivable to the Britain, Islamic terrorists Nigeria for this continuous killing of Biafrans up to date? Mazi Kamalo Ozuzo said, where is Simon Ekpa, your colleague, the terrorist? Nkweri. People have mouth to say whatever they like. Anyway, my people, now here we go take back break. I just want to update my fans on the so-called press conference by Aloysius Ejimakor, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I go here other details when we come back with a bang. So today is gonna be fire for fire. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos.